I'm Kim Pega, and our next guest is Dr. Angelica Wagner, who's a neuroscientist of the Grace Center for Healing, founder of the EnergyDoctors.com. The world is currently facing a childhood suicide epidemic that will hit like a tsunami for the next several generations. 60% of the world's children are on antidepressants. This is a $190 billion problem, with families being destroyed. At the Center for Healing, Dr. Angelica's mission is to reverse the need for drug use to access children's genius globally, so that adolescents and young adults can transform the world with power of purpose. Dr. Angelica, welcome. It's great to have you here.
Thank you, Kim.
Can you tell us a little bit more what led you to this work?
Sure. In the 70s, I was a primary school teacher, and over my lifetime have taught many levels of education, including music at intermediate school and university preparation. University preparation with the gifted children. Throughout 40 years of education plus raising my own children, I noticed that our children were not contributing to their genius to the world. And this is primarily because they're put on Ritalin many times because they're sensitive, and at 6 years of age they are put on Ritalin or other other ADD or ADHD medicine because they're very sensitive. And these sensitive children have food sensitivities, energy sensitivities, emotional sensitivities. And so rather than embracing this as the strongness of this child, we make it into the wrongness of this child, and we add a drug or 2 or 3 or 6. And so by the time they're 16 years old, they are not themselves. Did you know that these antidepressant drugs are one molecule different than cocaine? So when a child has had an antidepressant, and we won't give a category, for a number of years, by the time they're 6 to 16, that's a decade, that brain has changed to say, gimme more. I want more. And so we can't really fault our children today for the epidemic opioid crisis or the epidemic crisis in depression. What is my greatest concern is the fact that 60% of the world's children are on antidepressants. What's my concern is that we are facing in the next generations a tsunami of children who are wanting to commit suicide. Did you know that the third leading cause of death in children and adolescents is suicide? Did you know that it's not because of them? It's because of the drugs that they are ingesting.